Haven't done a vlog in a long time, so I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about depression and MS. You can read about depression and MS. I personally haven't been the kind of person who has been depressed. When friends describe me, they say you're optimistic, you're happy, kind of laid back. After I developed MS, I began to change. I knew my personality was changing. I didn't want to leave the house. Didn't really want to socialize much. Kind of unsure of things, very unsure of things. As many MSers are, we kind of wait for that next attack and worry about things. This kind of lack of confidence went into my everyday life and became depression and anxiety. About 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, I sought help for this and went and talked to a psychiatrist at the VA Medical Center. She tested me for PTSD. I had a lot of different traumatic type of events happen in my life, but determined that I had some mild depression. And now I take Lexapro and Buspar, and this combination seems to work very well. I was the type of person who never thought that she would need any help because I used to think it was a sign of weakness or whatever society kind of teaches us. But then I began to discover that I was just kind of falling deeper and deeper into myself and decided that I needed to do something about it. And I knew that I was very edgy, very frustrated, found myself not being able to think clearly, and it was hard to determine what was pure MS cognitive symptoms and what was mixing in with depression, which is very common in MS. Some of the statistics I've read show that 50% of MSers develop depression. That statistic, basically, antidepressants are helping me to function in everyday life. I'm retired now due to complications from MS, and I was really a workaholic, so this played a lot with my self-esteem, self-confidence, and I had to develop a new way to find meaning in my life. And dealing with my depression has helped me to discover new meaning and give it the energy and the clarity to really go about my everyday life. Now, things aren't perfect. I still find myself a little bit shyer than I ever was and just not wanting to interact as much, but it's something that I'm trying to work on. If you find yourself a little bit more, not getting enjoyment from things that you used to get enjoyment from, a lot of boredom, or you're sleeping more, or you're not sleeping enough, or you're waking up in the middle of the night, or your mind is racing all the time like crazy. That was one of my symptoms. Or you find yourself worrying about things like finances, excessively, and you're kind of making mountains out of molehills with everyday issues. Then it's maybe time to talk with someone and look at getting some psychotherapy and, if needed, some pharmacological assistance. You just have to know that it's not uncommon in MS. You can go through a tremendous increase in quality of life if you treat it. I just wanted to come here and say that, and I know there's a lot of ands, and I'll see what I can do with editing. But it's just me and trying to circle the wagons with my thoughts and get things out in a way without any notes or anything. So, thanks for listening, and I hope you have a good day. Oh, what fun that was. It was really hard to get my thoughts together, and I've done a lot of editing, so it looks a little bit choppy. That's because that's the way my brain's moving today. But I wanted to let you know that things are not that bad or as bad as they sound. I'm going to end it and hope that you have a wonderful day.